Peace and blessings. I'm doing fine. How you doing today?
I can't complain, brother. I can't complain. In fact, hold on one second. Let me bring you in over here. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. There we go. So, you know about the topic, good brother. Talk to the people a little bit about why this topic moved you to call in today. Who are leading our people as a community? Do we have leaders? Do we trust the leaders that we have? Is it the politicians? Is it the church? Is it the Pan-African community? Is it guys in the street? Is it football and youth coaches? Is it the rec centers? Where can our youth go? Where can our young parents go to trust in leadership? Talk to me.
Unfortunately, we don't have none.
Mm,
Not at all. Okay, a leader is somebody supposed to take you someplace.
okay.
Right now, I mean, you got a lot of people who's talking. Um, they might sound good, but nobody got any direction that they want to go.
Okay.
Everybody want to hover around that maintaining, that surviving. Nobody want to put their neck out in the line and say power is mostly taken, is never given. And
Mm,
there's no one saying, you know what? Well, I'm saying it. We have to take the power that's been taken back from us back. And um, somebody has to say that the system that we're living in has to be destroyed. It has to be broke down, tear down. We can never build on a system that's designed to keep us oppressed. I mean, it's common sense. You know, you got to destroy it before you can build.
facts.
And this system is not doing right by us ever. So the common sense would be like, destroy it. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, if you have to remove the problem before you can build anything, and a leader would tell you that. A leader would give you a direction and a goal to accomplish. But
Let me ask you this though. When you say build it, destroy it and build up another system and things of that nature. Um, Let me ask you this quick question. How will the community know to believe in you? To believe in someone to say that? Because I'm looking at the youth, I'm looking at, the inner city and the community kids, and the lack of trust is just terrible right now. So how would we convince the community to get up off of being Republican, get off of being Democrat, get up off of this systematic oppressive society, and let's do our own thing, because the trust is not there for our politicians, it's not there for our pastors, etc. So how do you convince the community to trust? Because when you say things like that, you're ultimately saying you're a leader in the community. Why would they trust you?
because I'm saying what they're saying. Okay, this city is not Republican or Democrat. I mean, how loud black people got to say it? The fact that you people can hear it. I mean, they're not voting for either party. They standing down because simple fact that nobody's offering them anything.
So are you
When
saying
I
they should go to the churches? Are the
oh
pastors now a leader?
no, the church is not doing it either. The church is not doing nothing. They're not offering anybody anything. Everybody want to stay on the side of the politicians because they never know when they want to ask for a favor. So nobody's going to take that leap and say, "Okay, y'all got to go." But I'm saying it. They got to go, man. I mean, it's nowhere in the world we can ever build on nothing. Nothing from nothing is nothing. Okay, and we was never liberated. If we was liberated, we would have our own.
Mm.
We have nothing. We have no power.
Now you come on, you pretty consistent on what you're saying about starting your political party. You've been
Already
really
have.
on.
Already have.
I apologize. you've been
Okay,
pretty
it's the
consistent.
Newsom party. The Newsom party. It's the Newsom party.
The Newsom party. Okay, break that. Where'd you get that name from?
My brother Fred Newsom. He's the director of the party. He created it. And we working together to actually put it in place. The fact that we were trying to get on this ballot for 2028 so we can actually remove this system.
Now let me go back. You talked about because you for those who don't know, if you've been tuning in weekly, brother Keith Scott is a weekly guest, and he actually ran for mayor. Let me ask you this as we get into it: how can we put a leader in front of our people? How can we select a leader to lead our people? They destroyed the Malcolms. They destroyed the Marcus Garveys. You know, they destroy every good leader we have. And maybe right now the community has to look inside and figure out and pick somebody out that has the agendas and things of that nature. How can we go about figuring out who can lead us? Because that's a major part of it.
Well, I mean, you have most of the leaders we had was very. There was teachers. You know, they spoke the freedom. Whatever they spoke on, whatever case you may having your own, whatever. But what they haven't done is actually show you how to do it.
Mm,
So I mean, Martin. I mean, he did the liberation black people from depression, freedom. Against races and stuff like that. But I would put it like this here: the Black Panthers actually did what they said they was going to do. They organized. They had hospitals. They fed kids. They had learning centers. Instead of them teaching people, show people how to do stuff. I mean, it's like we never. I mean, the people that we call leaders.
hmm
I mean, they're good at pumping you up. Telling you, activists, but none of them was actually revolutionary. Okay, a revolutionary want to tear the system down and build it up.
Well,
I mean,
brother, when you say that word revolutionary, brother Mawali always says it, and I believe it as well. The elders in the UNIA say, when you say you're a revolutionary, that's comes with a life that comes with a death sentence, brother. Your life is on the line. So a lot of the
yeah,
people that are revolutionaries, they don't make it to be able to lead our people. Most of the revolutionaries get killed.
yeah, I know that. So that's why I'm like I said, I know that I can go outside and get killed right now.
Well, let me ask you
Okay,
this. Let me ask you this. Who should be leading our people right now? Let's get to it, brother. Who right
who should be?
now? And I'm gonna name a couple of places. Politician wise, name me a
No,
politician that you feel
no,
could lead our people, get things in order from the political arena. Give me one.
none,
None. Give me somebody in the religious area. Give me somebody in the religious area.
none,
Minister Farrakhan, Nation of
no,
Islam.
no,
TD Jakes, brother.
no,
TD Jakes.
no.
The last time you been to church, brother. You really been getting on the
What?
passes. You've been getting on the passes the last couple of weeks, brother.
Okay. By last time I've been to church, I could tell you a story about that, and you would never believe that actually closed the door on churches for me. I had experiences. It's a story, but it really, really, really just closed the door on
On
churches for
church.
me.
What happened with you in church?
I went to church. I felt like go to church. I went to church. It happened this particular day. I met the pastor. And first of all, the pastor it's a Christian church, but he's sporting the Star of David.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him the question. I said, I mean, is this a Christian church? He said, well, you got the Star of David. He said it was a gift. Well, I let it go. So this particular day, it was his birthday.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. You
Okay,
scaring me.
so
Where you going at with this, brother? Is this? You sure you want to
Wait,
say this story, brother? You talking about the pastor and his
I'm
birthday. I just want
okay.
everybody to get a little, I just want everybody to get a little, be aware, because it sounds like you're going somewhere where I think you're going, it's going to be a little dangerous.
Well, wait till you hear the story. Hit. You got I got a nice punchline for you. All right, so the choir was singing, and the pastor came down singing, whatever case to be. So all of a sudden, it was a lady coming down the aisle dressed in all yellow with a big box. So
What you mean, big box?
a big gift box.
Like a gift to give to the pastor.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I
So
gotta be sure, brother.
all right. So he opened the box and pulled out a Louis Vuitton briefcase with the price tag still on it. So he actually picked it up and read the price tag. The price tag was $2,500 for the briefcase.
Dang.
All right.
Hold up.
So
She bought the pastor $2,500
briefcase from Louis Vuitton.
briefcase.
So he got to the pulpit and opened it up and looked at the price and quoted the price. So then he continued and made a statement and said, "This is why this sister is blessed because she buy me stuff."
How old was you then?
I was, it was like, it had to be like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So when he made that statement that she's blessed because she buy him stuff, it was an impulse, and I said, "What the fuck?" And I
Right.
stood up and walked out, and I never been back to a church since.
Mm.
So
Shout out to Lady J. She on here, and I don't want her coming after you talking about the pastors, brother. I don't want you.
I'm telling
Hey,
you,
real quick, hold your thought. I'm thinking about putting that brother out there on the show tonight as well. I'm thinking about it. I had to call up Lady J's show. This brother was sitting with his white wife saying the N-word, calling me the N-word, calling me all kinds of names. And I didn't want to disrespect the platform, but the brother can always come up here and express himself, but I would never disrespect Lady J's platform. But go ahead, brother. And by the way, if anybody wants to join the show, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. If you want to join the show, let me put that link in the chat right now. Hold on 1 second. If you don't receive it, just comment and I got you. That is the link to join the show. Now, see, we got somebody else in there, so hold tight, good brother. But so you don't trust the church, right? We believe in that. I know you don't trust any politicians. You can't name me one good brother. That's a good brother.
no, not. Oh well, I would say people who's already not in the system. I mean, you got a lot of activists out there that's want to actually go, get elected and
Hold your thought. Hold your thought. So you don't have really any politicians and no pastors. What about the activists out there that's not really, we got a lot of Black Panthers, UNIA, PLM, Pan-African organizations. Do you think that, why aren't they getting more leadership respect for their leadership in the Black community? I'm not just talking about in the Pan-African community or like in the Nation of Islam community or the Moorish community. I'm talking about the Black community. I mean, the whole collective. Like, you can't just have your little community and say you're a leader. I'm talking about the community. When we walk out in the streets, North and Penn, Sandtown, Cherry Hill, any city that has a hood, you don't see any organizations that can take the forefront.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot.
What's going on? Why is there a disconnect?
Because it's like this. Look, okay, your organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if y'all had the power to do what's necessary, I'm really concerned that y'all would act. That y'all would do the right thing with this power. Okay,
But what do you call power, good brother? What do you call power?
Power is ability to change lives, educate. Well, our schools is messed up. I'm pretty much sure if y'all had the power, y'all would fix these schools. I'm pretty much sure if Christina Flowers had the power to eliminate homelessness, she would do it. People who actually doing the work without the power to actually make a difference is the people that need the power to do what they have to do. They're limited by the government and the system that we live in. The power is in the wrong hands.
Well, let's talk about this. Saying that you mentioned that we don't have a bunch of leaders, it isn't like we have leadership training in our community. You know, if you go back and like we just spoke about, they get rid of our leaders at a very early age. I mean, when you think about how young Malcolm and they were young, you know, they were real young. Um,
Yeah,
so is there anybody in the entertainment business, brother, that could lead us?
no,
You sure
no.
about that, brother?
Entertainers, like, I mean, no.
I don't know. I gotta check, brother. You might say
I
you
mean,
going if LeBron James come in town, you're gonna ask him to run for your political party for you, brother. I'm just asking,
no,
brother.
no, no. I mean, he's a basketball player. I mean, he's not a activist I mean, he play basketball. I mean, he might have opinion or something, but no. Okay, I mean, he's not. I mean, it's like this here. He's not living paycheck to paycheck. He's not surviving
Mm,
on the scraps that's pretty much doing things, you know, murdering kids, can't educate your children, that the fact that you can't survive in the city that you living in, you spend your whole life in. Okay, he don't have that. He's not part of that. Okay, it's gonna be a person who actually feeling for his people that want to make a change. And the fact that he don't have the power to do it is the thing. But you got a whole lot of people that's activists that's been doing this for a long time that's getting tired because they see the fact that no matter how long they've been doing this, they still in the same spot.
mm.
You
Let me
know, I
ask you
mean,
this before I let you go, because I got somebody else in here. You flowing, you hitting on some points. Let me ask you this. Somebody might be listening. A couple of kids from my basketball might be listening, like, who's this dude? You ain't even a leader in your own community. So how you gonna try to tell somebody who needs to lead them and who should be the leader? Who gives you that right? What's your expertise in leadership? So speak about why you're not one of those leaders. What can you do to step up for the community? Don't
I'm
stutter
not
on
one
me.
of those.
Don't stutter on me, brother.
I'm not one of those leaders. What I am is a revolutionary. I'm here to destroy the system that's been depressing you for generations and generations. Okay, now it's up to y'all brothers like you to build the system back, but I'm here to destroy it.
Mm.
That's my job. I'm the destroyer. I'm here to destroy the system that's been oppressing black people for generations.
So you ready for warfare? Because you know most armies, most militaries, people don't realize that when they go to war, their main job is to destroy community and build it up. That's why you see the construction and I'm learning that stuff. So
Well, see,
you ready to go to war, huh, brother?
I'm not here to destroy communities. I'm here to build up communities. I'm here to destroy the system. Okay, it's like this here, bro. We, if you want the system to remain, don't do nothing.
Mm.
If you want the system to change and out of your life, help me get my 10,000 signatures. Put my people in place, and we would destroy that system. But if you want to sit there and not do nothing, be my guest. But this system got to go. We're never gonna have anything in this system. Republicans, Democrats, they're not for us. They're not. They never been. They never will.
But you got before I let you go answer this, because you got me feeling doomed. You got me feeling like there's no way in the world we have any hope. We can't
And
trust the
this,
politicians. We can't trust the pastors. You said we can't. Farrakhan can't lead us. You said the UNIA and the Black Panthers are good, but nobody listening to them. They don't have no power. And here you come, big old Keith Scott, talking about he's a revolutionary. He's going to break down the system. I mean,
Well,
you got me feeling doomed, brother. There's no hope.
no, that's the hope. The hope is we got over 300,000 people in Baltimore City that don't vote because they see what I see. They see that the system is not for us. And people who just not looking at it, that's unity right there. 300 and over 300,000 black people doing the same thing for the same reason. Is that if that's not unity, what is unity is?
Mm.
Okay, it's all we have to do is present a.
So you saying that we just need to get unified? We don't really need a group or a leader. We just need to be unified.
Well, see, this government is supposed to be for the people. That means the people are supposed to have communities and tell their representatives
I'm
what
gonna
to
let you
do.
go, but hold on. But you saying that's all we need, but we can't even agree on Democrat or Republican. We can't even come to the table and agree on anything.
But we not because we're not Republican or Democrat. Take that party even out of there. People are not voting because of that.
Forget Democrat or Republican. We struggle with unity. So how can we buck the system? We got a lot of sellouts and Sambos, brother Keith. We got a lot of sellouts and Sambos, brother. So how are we gonna buck the system and close out with this? How are we gonna buck the system and do all of this stuff when we can't even unify, brother? How are we
By
gonna
giving
how can we go and say, oh, we're gonna support brother Keith? He's putting together this political party for black people, and we can shake up the inner city and things like that, but we can't even unify. So we don't have somebody to galvanize us to get together.
because I'm offering by removing the system, I'm offering reparations.
So you saying once you get your people in place, you giving them that check.
All not we getting the property. The property is what we're going to be able to develop. Okay, Baltimore City is full of condemned buildings. Okay, the buildings that's not there is going to come straight to the community, and with
But
the people.
hold up, and close out on this. But don't just focus on Baltimore. Focus on the black community as a whole. Because if you do it in Baltimore, you got to unify Baltimore to come up with these signatures and get everybody in. You got to get all the black people on board. And the people that's getting the checks, like the mayor, the governor, they ain't gonna be supporting your party. So you already got you don't have no unity. They already getting people the bag. So
Well, I don't need them. I don't need them. All I need is that 350,000 black people who don't want the system. That's it. That's all I need.
his name is Keith Scott, former mayor candidate. Thank you for blessing me, brother. You mentioned some things about reparations. It's this brother on Twitter that's been going at me called King Ados. I invited him to jump on. We'll see if he jumps on. But I thank you so much, brother Keith. And I always say this is not my show. This is our show. So every week, come in and bless me, my brother. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
That was former mayor brother Keith Scott, former mayor candidate. I'm sorry. So I see we got a few people in the building. Do me this favor.
Smash it now!